I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
Well, it's been a little while since we had sort of anything resembling a fleet update, isn't it?
I suppose it has been a bit. Yes, that's good. Yes, that is something that's actually, funnily enough, been much in discussion again this week. So,
okay.
Yes, we should. We should give our listener a little update on where we're at with things. Yes.
Yeah. I don't have anything groundbreaking to report for my car. That's as documented in the last few episodes. I've been places in it, and it's fine. Other than needing a wash, which I intend to. Well.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to do it this lunchtime, but then thunder and lightning appeared.
It did, didn't it? Yes, we did really have a little bit of a rumble in the middle of the day. Yes, not like that.
Well, maybe.
Well, it's always a risk.
Yes. But I thought the day started quite nicely. I thought, you know what? I'll spend my lunch out, give a car a quick blast over it. And oh my goodness me, what a horrendous lunchtime that was. We had thunder, lightning, hail, heavy rain. Like,
all the weather all at once.
I'll just sit indoors and have a sandwich.
Perhaps I won't be washing the car after all.
No, so nothing much to report there. However, the Mini has been causing me headaches this week.
Oh. Yes, we've not talked about the Mini for a while.
No, and when I say headaches, I mean both figuratively and literally.
Okay. Right.
Because what day was it? It's been evenings of jobs this week when I didn't really want them. So Monday there was something going on. Tuesday, just wanted a standard evening, have food, sit down, relax. The Mini had other ideas.
Oh dear.
Oh, it had electrical ideas, all of its own.
Oh no.
So, quite merrily just getting on with the evening, I'm going, that's the Mini car alarm, isn't it?
Oh no.
But the siren was going off, but the rest of the car seemed to think all was well.
Oh.
Okay. So, the siren went off. The indicators were, let's say, on, not flashing, just on.
Just
on.
Right.
The headlights, which were off on the switch, were full beam.
Full beam.
Full beam. So I was like, oh dear, we appear to have an electrical gremlin here, don't we?
Very much so, yeah. I mean, they are known for it a bit, that model. Those first generation ones were known for some electrical gremlins.
Yes, they're with us.
Yes, yeah.
So,
okay.
So I'm frantically trying to disable the alarm. Nothing doing. Quickly changed the key in the battery and the key. The keys are working absolutely fine. The car is the issue.
Oh dear.
So.
Oh dear.
I was like, right. Well, the only option I have here, because this is going to keep going off, whether I disconnect the battery or not. The siren's got an onboard battery. This is going to keep happening.
Oh no.
So after attempting to disable it, because there's two ways you can disable it. You can disable it with the remote central lock-in. Or you can put the key in the ignition, turn it to position 2, and that should disable it. But the car was not able to receive the signal to say, this alarm does not need to go off.
Right. Okay.
So that was good. So Q hurried socket set to remove the siren. Unfortunately, to remove the siren, one has to have your left ear pressed against it to get to it almost.
Oh, no.
3 of the longest bolts imaginable.
actually drilled into the chassis.
Yeah. Oh my God! So you can, I mean, the only
There it
saving
was,
grace.
shouting at the world.
It was shouting at the world. I was shouting at it.
Yes.
No one could fortunately hear the foul language coming out of my mouth because.
Indeed not. It's louder than you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I managed to detach the siren, and then brought it to the garage, made a quick assessment of it, and went, "That's an awfully sealed unit. Hammer."
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah, and that finally did the trick.
Oh no. Right. So your car is now bereft of an alarm.
Well, but the thing is, like I said, all of this was at no point did it immobilize the car.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
The
So it
car
was setting
comes-
off the siren, but not actually doing all the other things.
No, you could start the car and drive it.
With the alarm going.
With the alarm going and all of the electrics thinking they're doing other things that they should be doing.
And all of the lights on.
Oh, yeah, on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not right.
No, that's not right. So that got called a lot of words. And the siren's not going to go off again, and the lights have stopped flashing because I've disconnected the battery. So,
right, so it's kaput now.
Yes. So, I've just left it to its own devices because I don't have the time or the patience to deal with it this week.
No, it can just sit there and think about what it's done.
It's annoying because I wanted to take it on a tip run, but there we go.
Yeah, you can get a surprising amount in one of those.
Yeah, you can fill it with. I was only getting rid of some cardboard. It wasn't exactly. It's not a deal breaker. It's just annoying.
You're not trying to get a sofa in it. No.
No, I'm not. No. But yeah, I was that's caused me. So hence the figurative and literal headache. What's really nice as well. Honestly, I went through the rest of Tuesday evening not being able to hear anything out of my left ear, and still to this today, we're 2 days on, and my ear, you can feel the sort of ear canal running sort of down the side of your neck. It's throbbing and ringing like a bastard.
You've overdone it there. Yes.
Yeah, I've pumped
you
too many
basically
decibels
stuck
in.
a siren in your ear.
Yeah, it's really hurting. It's aching like a. Like when when you're a youth and your earaches are like every other week.
Yeah.
It's like
that.
Yeah, it's like that. It's bloody horrible.
You haven't got any ear defenders or anything you could have put on?
In the heat of the moment, it was just anger, really.
Yeah. Just shut it up before someone comes and shouts at you.
The neighbour did try and weigh in.
Oh, he picks his moment, doesn't he?
He tried to be joking, but I didn't even say anything. I just looked at him and he walked away.
Oh no. Yeah, not a good time.
No. So yeah, it's a minor blip this week, but we got there in the end. It's just there are issues there. We'll deal with that as a separate issue. And the siren is in many pieces in the garage.
Well, I think it asked for it by the sound of it.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
But it goes to prove it's like that thing of going, we don't need car alarms. No one cares. No
one pays any attention. You hear a car alarm, you just think, oh, someone's car alarm's gone off by mistake.
Yeah. No one rushes to your aid. Everyone just looks at you and goes, you can shut that up.
Yeah, your car alarm's gone wrong. You're not stealing. The last thing you would think is that the car's being stolen.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. Are just going, you know what? They need to stop now.
I had that problem with the Jag, my current Jag. When I first had it, the alarm kept going off in the middle of the night.
No, you need that, didn't you?
I don't know what it was, but yes, there was. The last time it did it was about 3:30 in the morning, and I was out there in my dressing gown.
Calling it words.
Shutting up. Fortunately, it did stop with the key, and you can disable the alarm sensors through the touchscreen.
Yeah.
So I was able to disable it, but I didn't cotton on to that for the first few times. I was just leaning out the window, clipping the key and shutting it up, and then half an hour later it would go off again. So yes, until half an hour on the driveway at 3:30 in the morning, in the freezing cold, in my dressing gown.
Yeah, that'll get.
Remember how to operate a menu.
Yeah, you don't need that, do you?
No. So it has remained with no alarm sensors since, because I haven't done anything about it. I've just disabled it. I'm not spending any money on that.
Well, that's fine. That at least that's an easy fix. But yeah, bloody thing.
Yes, I didn't have to lift the bonnet and start ripping out wires and things. It can be disabled within the software, and that does seem to have done the trick. But
it's just so cross.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there is no need for it. I mean, you could just leave it without the siren, but it sounds like there may be a wider issue there.
While the siren was the immediate irritation, the rest of the car is buggered electrically at the moment
as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh dear, and we know how easy electrical issues are to trace.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, that's really a problem for another day, because just tackling it this week, all it's going to result in me is just letting the handbrake off and watching it go.
Off it goes, really.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh dear.
No, when I've got a clear bit of time to deal with it, I will have a proper look and see.
Well, you don't need it as daily transport, do you, at the moment? So
no,
it can wait.
It can wait, bloody thing.
Yeah,
just bloody annoying. And anything to report your end on the cars front?
Well, not particularly. The Jag is fine. I still haven't got around to booking it in to have the timing belts done. I really do need to, I suppose.
Would be good to take that off.
I just haven't got around to it. So I'm still using it quite a bit, but just haven't got around to doing that. So need to sort that, but all is well. Still got the battery drain, but if it is left for 2 or 3 days, I just plug it in now on a trickle charge, and just leave it. So I'm kind of living with it. But
it'll do for a minute.
If it is, it's a very, very common thing with the facelift XF. Apparently, the battery drain is really, really common. Particularly on the facelift XF, it just seems to do it. I am yes, I think it's pretending to be an EV, because if it's left for too long, I have to plug it in.
Oh dear.
It's fine.
It
keeps it topped up, and then it's all right. I mean, it might be all right left, but I don't want the battery to get really low and then it start cocking things up. So I've just been trickle charging it if it's left for more than 2 or 3 days, which isn't that often, but it does happen.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's been okay. Puma is fine, apart from its front brake discs and pads are pretty much gone now, and we've done nothing about sorting it out, so need to do that. But apart from that, it's fine. And Dawn's mum's Fiesta continues to disintegrate, so that's got MOT in a couple of weeks. That'll be good, because it's going to fail.
It's battered, isn't it?
It is battered, but it's got a smash light round the back, and the driver's seat no longer slides backwards and forwards, which means I can no longer drive it. I say drive it, even get in the door. So that's good, but I suspect that's an MOT fail in itself, but the smashed light will be as well. It's making some horrible noises when you go over a bump, so I suspect when it had a tyre torn off it before Christmas, I suspect it did some suspension damage underneath. So that's going to be, that needs quite a bit of work now. Because I did say I would have a go at replacing the smashed in rear bumper myself, because you can get them on eBay for quite cheap.
Probably get it the right colour as well.
Well, you can. For about 80 quid, I can get the exact bumper in the correct colour with the lights in it.
Oh,
so that's not a problem. But I sort of haven't done it because I don't want to. I have a horrible feeling it's going to fail on lots of more serious things.
Well, it's possibly that, and the risk of sounding harsh. I mean, I know it's 80 quid, and it's not that bad in the grand scheme of things, but in all likelihood, it's going to get twatted again.
Well, yes, there is that. So I've sort of hesitated doing it until the garage have looked at it, because
that's fair enough.
I think we might be approaching an "Are you sure?" question being asked. Because I suspect it might need quite a lot to get it through the next MOT. So we'll have to see. I don't know. But yes, all three cars could do to go up there again, really. Me for my timing belts, the Puma for its front discs and pads, and the Fiesta for all kinds of things. But we're okay. We're still having regular discussions about what to do car-wise moving forwards. Dawn's still thinking about all sorts of things, but I think the MX-5 is probably winning. I'm still thinking all things V8, but the problem is having an estate car is just too useful.
Yeah.
The Sport Brake kind of acquits itself so well because it's just so useful. Both for work things and personal stuff. It's just really useful having an estate car.
Yeah. That's you can't knock having that level of space in the back, can you really?
Quite. So that's kind of why I haven't. Well, it's one of the many reasons why I haven't done anything really, because it's just the Sport Brake's just too useful to have around to move it on at the moment. So there it is. But the longer I keep it, the more I really do need to have the timing belt done. Otherwise, kind of borrowed time, really. So I reckon it's already about 45,000 miles overdue.
I'd say of the three cars, maybe get that one in first.
Maybe get that one sorted first. Yes, that's right.
Not a bad shout. Yeah, okay.
So need to do that, but yes, no problems. Just kind of laziness, really, in maintenance. But all good, really. Yeah.
One thing that I should note, actually, that I can't even count as a fleet update anymore because I don't own it. However, the Volvo lives.
Oh, excellent. Well, we were hoping it would.
Yes, it's it lives. It's on the road.
Fantastic. Have they done the fix?
Yeah, they have. I saw them out driving it, and I was like, "Ooh, I wonder what state of finished it is." So I did a vehicle lookup, and it's taxed, MOT'd, all sorted, because last time it was sawn.
Yes.
So it's got a year's tax on it.
Yes, because it failed the MOT, didn't it? That was the problem.
It failed the MOT, and then it had all of the irritations going. I haven't been in to see them. I've got I'll take Kaylee's van in for MOT in the next few weeks, so I'll just have a chat with them then. See how they got on.
Yeah, find out. Oh, that's fantastic. Good. I'm glad they've done that because it was a good one.
Yep. I'm glad someone is getting more life out of it. So that's
absolutely. That's fantastic. Good.
Yep, happy with that.
Good. Well, perhaps somebody will take it past the 200,000 mile mark.
yeah. Well, we can keep an eye on it now, won't we? See if
that's true.
It's not that far off. I'm sure someone can do it.
Well, it wasn't, was it? It was up in the sort of high 170s.
We nudged. I nudged it to 190.
Oh, you did? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember what it was when I gave it back to you. I thought it was about 100.
No, it was high 180s.
Was it? Oh, it was higher than I thought then. Right. Yeah. Okay.
And I did a couple of long journeys in it until it started making some horrific noises.
Right.
Really bad. It's like,
really, really bad.
It's one of those ones where you get, I can feel that noise. That can't be good.
Oh no, a noise you can feel is definitely not good. No, good news. No.
But there we go.
Good. That is good news. I'm glad someone's gonna keep it going. That's excellent.
What is interesting as well, because I mentioned Van going in for MOT.
You did.
Yeah, so that will get MOT and service actually. But Kaylee's said that she's like, it might be time to flog it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because she said,
not that long.
That'd be about 2 years. She'd had it.
Yeah.
Not because there's anything wrong with it. It's actually in a very good state of repair because we've done in our ownership. It's had some of the less pleasant jobs done, so timing belt, water pump, thermostat, because they all go on those. So it's had all the irritation,
all the key things. Yes,
all the key things done. So a fresh service and MOT would make it very easy to move at a very decent price. But she basically said, look, I mean, work wise, she's really sort of tailored what she does.
Right.
And she's like, I don't really need a van to do what I do anymore. Just a car of a decent size would do it. And
would do, right?
Yeah. So that's open for discussion at the moment.
Well, the world is your lobster there.
Yeah, I mean, I say it is, but I mean, I get no. I can advise, but I could be overruled at the drop of a hat.
Yes, anything could show up, couldn't it? Really.
Yeah, I went immediately back up with Nissan Cube.
Yeah, that's where my mind went as well.
Yeah. She's like, no, that's what you want. I was like, no, that's specifically what I want for you, because and she's like, yeah, it's not really how this works. I'm like, yeah, but I think a Nissan Cube would serve Kaylee very well.
I think it would certainly practical.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to do work stuff, you can still get your boxes in the back, and if we need to do day-to-day stuff, you can still get stuff or people in the back.
Well, you get the whole family in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that you ever do, but
no, it's a rarer and rarer thing these days. When you get a 16-year-old, they don't particularly want to be seen dead with you.
No, that is quite. So yes, full family transport is not probably something you need to worry too much about.
No, but I don't know. Like I said, not my decision. I can merely advise, and that's it.
Well, let's we'll watch that space for.
Well, we can watch that
great
space.
Interest.
But if you do have any thoughts, please let us know as well, because I'm happy to pass on your advice as well.
Oh yes, so I'm sure that will be gratefully received. Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's plenty of potentials, but yeah, I still think they'll all get shot down.
I mean, has she got any particular brand or anything she leans towards, or?
I don't know if she's got a brand she leans towards. I think she's got strong opinions of brands she doesn't want to be a part of.
Yes. Okay. I remember the discussion recently about a BMW that.
Yeah, that was shot down.
that was shot down quite quickly, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Even a touring.
Yeah. Mind you, I don't think she's going to get much of a BMW touring for the van sale budget.
No. Fair enough. No. Well, that was going to be my next question: was what sort of budget are we talking about? But if we're talking about what the van is worth,
I mean, the van's worth quite strong money.
Yeah.
Being a van, people
being a van,
it is in quite good demand, but it's like it is still a van, so you're not going to get a BMW touring, well, of any sort of vintage that you particularly want. Anyway, you'd be
not
in
without
that
putting more money to it.
No, you'd be in that sort of era of sort of the E46 3 Series, which just all they do is rust, so you don't want that.
Yeah, you want something a bit newer than that, really.
I don't mind if it's that age, but if we're sort of leaning on BMW there, you just go, actually, that's not the one you want.
No, it isn't. No, you need to spend a bit more, really. Probably so. Okay, I will give that some thought. Yes, interesting.
The trouble is, I locked in on Cube, and I haven't been able to shake it.
You can't. Well, that's because that would be the correct choice. But that doesn't necessarily mean that will be the choice that gets made.
Well, what's interesting is in terms of the two cars that we could potentially have there, it's an interesting set of cars.
Oh, it really is. You're Japanese heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch this space on that, but like I said, it's not my choice.
No, much as it isn't for my good lady either. Porsche Cayman has come up again this week, by the way.
Oh, good. Please do it. Tell her to stop. Tell her to stop fannying around.
I do mention it whenever car choices come up. I always make sure the Cayman is in there. Yeah. But
yeah, it's the correct one.
We will see.
Would you like a little segue there?
I'd love a segue.
You mentioned a Cayman. I'm going to mention a 911.
Oh, please do.
The upcoming hybrid 992.
I've been reading about this week. Yes.
It's they've sent it around the Nürburgring.
Of course.
And it's done quite well, which is fine. The salient point is this time we're about to get an era of 911 that are, well, at least partially electrified.
We are, aren't we? And quite soon. Yes.
Yes, because this is going to be I suppose, is this going to be the facelift? Probably. I think.
Probably, I would think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's the 992.2 is how they do it, I believe.
Yes, this is the next step on the road towards a fully electric 911, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to get there yet.
No, they're treading very carefully as they need to with that.
But the press have been hot on it, but no one can really report much other than the Times because no one else has driven it.
No one has had a go yet. No.
You just know it's going to be really good.
Probably, yeah. There's a very good chance.
I think it's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
They'll have got it absolutely spot on.
Well, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And despite the press and people going, but it's like when the 911 stopped being air cooled. It's when the 911 stopped having hydraulic steering. It's where
they went with the electric steering. Yeah,
it's
all
when
of that.
The entry level 911s had turbos on them.
Yeah.
Just relax, yeah.
Yeah. Just reading here what the driver of it has more grip, significantly more power, and the spontaneous response of the performance hybrid gives it a great advantage, he has said.
Oh, not just he said, that's Jörg Bergmeister.
Yes, indeed.
Factory driver legend.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's a man who knows, but obviously he's paid to say good things. But
He's not going to come out and say it's crap, is he? But yeah,
it's going to be good.
Yeah,
and people are going to moan about it, and then people will just buy
it. Yes, the people who moan about it can carry on buying old ones, and the people who can see past that will have the nice new ones. Yes.
Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, I thought that was worth mentioning. It was a lovely segue.
Definitely
I did have it on my list.
Yeah, lovely stuff. There is a little bit of news from Jaguar this week.
This is them struggling for news, I believe. But yes, I think.
It is a struggle. Yes, it is a struggle. Yes, the new F-Pace 90th anniversary edition.
That's exactly what I thought you were going to say. So that's
yeah.
Great. What they've done there is they've made an even beefier version of a car that no one wants.
Well, you say no one wants. It is, in fact, or has been, their best-selling car for quite some time now.
Yes, I mean, at the moment it's their best-selling car because it's their only car.
Their only car. Yeah, but they're kind of calling this the run-out model, aren't they? They're kind of saying that this will be the last hurrah. It will be one of the last internal combustion engine cars that Jaguar produces.
And what a lovely bit of packaging it is.
Well, they've discontinued everything else. The car you might have wanted it to be in, like if you a nice XJR or an F-Type R. No, you can't. They don't do those anymore.
I saw it and was like, oh, come on. This isn't news.
But even the 90th anniversary is a bit weird because Jaguar is older than that.
What's the 90th anniversary of then?
Well, apparently it's the anniversary of their production of internal combustion engines.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
This is really
clutching. It's not the company's anniversary because that's more than that. It's the anniversary of Jaguar's internal combustion engines. So yeah,
brilliant.
Brilliant.
That's great.
Really struggling with that. Really.
All right. I'll tell you what. Let's draw a line under that.
Yeah, we probably should.
British car makers, because I know that Jag's owned by Indians, but we instinctively think of it as a British car brand.
It is British. Yeah, it is British. Of course it is.
Have you seen the new Morgan?
Oh, have I? Yes, I have.
Utter filth.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's proper mucky, that.
So, before we go into it, I'm assuming that's one each, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Lovely, good.
I'm going to use a word I don't use very often here to describe this. Exquisite.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So we've basically got, it's called the Midsummer, and it's a collaboration between Morgan and Pininfarina. So we've got a Pininfarina styled Morgan, and it is fabulous.
It really is. Yeah, it's glorious from every angle.
Yeah, and the use of wood is tremendous.
Yeah. It is very wooden. Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, it's teak.
It is
all
teak.
Of the wood that you can see is teak, and it's like, this is glorious.
It's like being in a really, really posh speedboat, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just so elegant, and the lack of screen as well. Just what a wonderful thing. And it's borrowing the same running gear that's in the Plus 6. So it's got the BMW Straight 6 with the 8-speed auto. So
yes, I did wonder when I first saw it if it was going to be electric, but it's not.
No, I think that engine, because that engine sounds fabulous. I think that engine in that packaging, exactly right. Well done.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
it really is. That's proper.
Yeah, and that's going to shift as well, because that is, I think it comes in or around the 1 ton mark.
Okay, yeah,
that's going to be really sprightly. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think from what I read, I think we're only going to be there's going to be 50 of them made, and that's it.
Right. Yes, it's not going to be a high volume car, is it? But they won't have any problem shifting those 50, I'm sure.
No, I need one now.
Yeah.
And the fact that
it is lovely.
They've presented it in white, and I would never normally get misty-eyed over a white car.
A white car, white with a sort of burgundy interior.
Interior. The wheels are fabulous as well.
The wheels are fantastic. Yeah,
they are. Just, yeah.
It was the wheels actually. When I first took a glance at it, and thought, "Oh, is that electric?" Because I thought the wheels are very aero. It's the sort of wheels that you might find on an EV. Yeah. But they are very, very stylish. Yeah,
dare I say, I'm not normally a Morgan person.
No, I'm not particularly. I appreciate them.
Yes.
I've never felt myself particularly wanting one.
No, this is the first time I've ever looked at one and went, God, now.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that one. Yes. Yeah, it is. As I say, it's exquisite. It really is. I would hope one day to see one somewhere.
Yeah, that would be lovely. I mean, with only 50 of them, we might not be fortunate enough, but that is so stunning.
It is. They've done a beautiful job of that.
Yeah. Anyone who has got tickets for Festival of Speed this year will see it, because it's going to be there.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would. Yeah. That is lovely. That is lovely.
So we can say that's got the Stuff and Waffle seal of approval there.
Yeah,
well done, Morgan.
One each again.
One each, yeah.
Add it to the collection. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I tell you what, as well, it's even if we don't get to see one, it's one of those cars that you put those media photos that they've launched it in outside what appears to be some sort of chateau or some glorious place in Italy.
It's definitely Italy or France, isn't it? I would say. Yeah, south of France or Italy, definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure where, but of that ilk for sure. Yeah.
That's it. And you go, right, well, I tell you what, if you put one of those pictures on a canvas, that's wall worthy.
It is actually. I'm just looking at the launch pictures of it now, and you could frame any one of those. Yes. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a work of art. That it really is.
Yeah, really impressed. What's I going? Oh, I tell you what, this was something I completely forgot about this last week, and I do apologise because I should have announced it, because it was a more than noteworthy birthday present.
Oh yes, of course. You did have a birthday last week.
I did.
Yes.
And it's a car related one.
Oh, excellent. Well, we like those.
We do, and I feel bad for forgetting about it.
For denying us the joy of your present.
Yeah, that's right. I've been the old bastard that I am now. I've been bought a
wheelchair.
What a funny! I'd love a stair lift.
Yeah, we all would. Although I now currently live in a bungalow, so it wouldn't have a lot of use. But nevertheless,
that would be the epitome of redundant. No, I have got a rally driving course.
Really?
Yeah.
Utter. To quote Red Dwarf, the word is yet to be invented for what you are, but you are one, and a total and utter one at that.
Yeah, very good. So I'm off to go and thrash some cars around some gravel stages.
Oh, I hate you so
So,
well, that's proper. That's going to be tremendous.
So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's going to be we need a stuff and waffle report from that event.
Yeah, I will do. I've basically got a slot, but it's not in the calendar yet, so it's all bought and paid for. I just get to pick the day I do it.
Oh, okay. So it's not a set day just yet.
No, I need to arrange it. So you get to do all sorts of stuff. There's lots of tuition, practice sessions. Then
I should imagine there are. Yes.
Then I get to do actual.
They're not just chucking you the keys and saying off you go.
No, I get to go and do timed stages. And then just when you think you've got the hang of it, apparently right at the end of the day, your instructor will take you for a drive with him in the driver's seat. And you realise how shit you are.
You realise how slow you've been going. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. Where is that? In Wales somewhere or around here? Or
Cotswolds.
Oh, okay. Well, beautiful part of the country.
Yeah. So, they've sent me some photographs and stuff, and it does look like some proper rally stages.
Oh.
Yeah,
that is fantastic.
Yeah. So, I'll let you know once it's booked, and we can report back then.
Yeah. Oh, what a fantastic present. Yeah, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's nice. Someone's paying attention. They go, yes, he likes cars, doesn't he?
Yeah, yes. Well, this is to do with cars. He'll have that.
So yeah, I'm
brilliant.
Really looking forward to that.
Brilliant. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's good for you, sir.
Very good, very good. What we got? Any other bits and bobs? What have you got?
Well, I had a little segue, you see, but you launched off into your rally driving there, so I've
ruined it.
You see that I was going to talk about another car which, in its day, could have been described as exquisite.
Ooh,
see what I did there? Yeah, that was a good segue. If only you hadn't shoehorned your rally driving in between.
So. You're going to say there's an older car that you would say is exquisite. Is this where you finally see the light and agree that it's the Ferrari 250 short wheelbase?
No. So what? This is something that caught my eye when browsing the classifieds, as one does.
Oh yes.
And it's a car that has been quietly going up in value without us noticing.
Okay.
I'm going to send you a link, which I know always makes for excellent podcast material when you and I start sending each other links.
Okay. Yeah, it does. But what we'll do is once I've received the link and done the necessary oohing and ahhing, assuming, of course, you've picked a worthy vehicle.
I think I'm safe with this one.
Okay, then I will actually tell everyone what it is.
There you go. So as is the way, this is all the link in the world. It'll fill your screen.
There it is. Yes. No, that is a long link. Right.
It is a very long link. However, find yourself at that advert. Yes.
Oof. There it is.
See, you've made the correct noise there.
Yeah, and I challenge anyone not to make that noise. That is lovely. So what we're gawping at here is the Rover P5B V8.
Oh,
yeah. Burgundy.
Now, burgundy.
Interior.
Bordeaux red, actually.
Of course it is.
Yes, of course it is. That is the exact spec and the correct year as driven by Roger Moore in The Man Who Haunted Himself.
Nice,
which if you don't know, dear listener, is a movie I would thoroughly recommend. It is not typical Roger Moore. It's a proper thriller.
He does acting in it.
He actually does acting. It's a pre-Bond Roger Moore, and it is a proper psychological thriller, and he does real acting in it. It's very rare.
No eyebrows deployed.
No, and he drives 2 cars in the film, one of which is a 1969 P5B in exactly this spec. But the last time I looked at P5Bs, they were sort of 3-4 grand, even for quite good ones. These have really crept up in value of late.
Yeah, I mean, this is a particularly nice example. It's in really nice condition, low mileage.
I found one for more than this, though.
Is it? I mean, the one that you sent me is nearby.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yes, I noticed that.
Hmm.
Yes, it is. In fact, I've got friends who live in that particular town.
The only thing that's a bit odd, the front bumper overriders seem to be in the grass at the front of the vehicle rather than attached.
I noticed that, somewhat optional. Yes, I'm hoping they haven't fallen off and that the owner has chosen to remove them for some reason.
I don't know why you would, considering it's got the rear ones on. But I mean, if they had fallen off, why don't you just put them in the boot with the other little? There's a couple of odds and sods in the boot. Anyway.
It's a strange choice. It's a strange choice, I grant you, but nevertheless, that is a very small detail on what otherwise is a glorious figure. I really like those. Like those.
Mind you, it does say in very good condition with recent respray and all new chrome and rubbers. So maybe it's just not been finished in terms of putting bits and bobs back on.
Or maybe it was photographed, yes, during the refitting of chrome and rubber.
It doesn't say find another, so
it doesn't, does it? It doesn't. I think that's fantastic.
What a line, though. There's one of the closing sentences. This is a rare opportunity to own a classic car that exudes timeless elegance and sophistication.
That's very now, Brian Sewell, isn't it?
Yeah. Bid now and make this stunning Rover P5B the jewel of your collection.
Jewel of your collection.
Bank transfer at any time of collection. Yes. Good. So that's...
Take a trip down memory lane with this impeccably restored 1969 Rover P5B. Yes. No, it took it caught my eye because it's glorious, but it caught my eye because the prices have really started to rise up on these. But I think it's worth it, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah.
It's Yeah, I just think they're fantastic, and you could claim it's a movie car. So there you go.
I like that, and I know neither of us. Jesus Christ!
Well done.
The tired brain is setting in. Neither of us are particular sort of royalists, but we do feature royal cars an awful lot, and this is right up Queenie Street. She had one. Yeah, she had one. JGY 280, I believe, was hers. Is now in the British Motor Museum. Yep.
But her custom order P5B. I also heard or read or something somewhere that when it was announced that the P5 was going out of production, Margaret Thatcher had the government buy a load of them so that they could keep using them as the government cars even after they went out of production.
Oh, you see, that's tardy, isn't it?
Sorry, but it was her era.
It is her era, but to have her associated with it, I don't mind the Queen being associated with it, but Margaret Thatcher,
I know, she did ride in them, I'm afraid. They were using them as government cars. They had a fleet of black P5B 3.5 litres at number 10. I mean, before her time as well. It wasn't just her.
No, I know, but
before the SD1 started to creep in, and then of course the Series 3 XJ. But
mind you, and then
which they had many.
Yes, and then we moved into the 90s, and the XJ became rather famous for other reasons in Parliament. Fucking Prescott.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Yes, quite.
I mean, the things he did in Parliament are all just shoveled away because he rode in 2 Jags and punched a member of the public.
Yeah, he did. And left a lasting impression.
Yeah. What a lovely chap.
Well, as he said, Tony Blair had ordered him to connect with the electorate, so he did.
But looking back on that, did anything ever come of it in terms of prosecution?
No, don't think so. No, because someone just threw an egg at him.
I know someone threw an egg at him, and that made me laugh. But it's like, if you or I had an egg thrown at us and then we punched the person who did it, we would be dealt with much more harshly than Well,
he was the Deputy Prime Minister, wasn't he? So, Secret Service protection and all that, special branch.
Oh yeah, they nailed that. They were all over it.
Yeah, well, they were afterwards.
Yeah, he's already lamped him. What are you boys here for? What?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but I don't remember hearing anything ever came of it. No. That would have been X308 XJ in that era, wouldn't it?
I would have thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have had 2 of those. Although he always claimed he didn't, in fact, have 2 of those.
He did.
Well, yeah, but he claimed that one of them was his, and the other one was a car provided by the government. So he only owned one of them.
Oh well.
Anyway,
how have we ended up here?
What? Get onto that.
I don't know.
Not mean to talk about him.
Oh, it was your fault. You started on Margaret Thatcher. Ugh.
Oh yeah, and her love for a P5. Yeah, let's concentrate on the Queen having one. That's much better.
Yeah, much better. All right. All right then. Is one to end on them. You said that this was exquisite, and I do agree.
Yeah, I think I'm right.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not disputing that whatsoever. What I am going to make you do now, though, is pick between that and the Morgan.
Oh, what to have?
Oh yeah.
A Rover P5B 1969, or the new Morgan Midsummer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one's worth considerably more.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take the value out of the equation. It's just personal feelings and personal preference.
If for a car for me to whiz around in, I would have. I'd have the Rover.
Wrong, Morgan.
No, I'd
it's
have
nice
the
to
Rover.
get your thoughts on it.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, I'll tell you what.
You want an honest opinion of me? I'd have the Rover. I would. I'm afraid. If it came down to it, I would have the Rover.
That's fine, because there's 2 of us. There's 2 cars. We'll have one of each. Job done.
I'll have one of each and have a bit of a lend.
There you go. Stuff and Waffle has solved the day. Again, we've sorted that. So yeah,
What a 2-car garage that would be.
Oh my goodness me.
Gee.
Yeah. I'm
my word.
It's going to be a difficult night tonight to just get that Morgan out of my head.
You're very taken with that.
I've fallen for that. And I don't. There's no logic behind it, because, like I said, Morgans are not for me, but that is for me. All right. Well, there you go. That's another bit of consumer advice from us. And a recommended 2-car garage, Rover P5B and a Morgan Midsummer.
What would you choose? Let us know.
Yes. You can weigh in and see if you agree the correct decision is the Morgan.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.